I promised you we were going to talk about ways to boost your income. And there's lots of ways to boost your income. I'm a big fan of ownership. When you own your job, when you own businesses, it tends to increase your income. But let's go over a few other ways that you can increase your income. The first one's just to see more patients. You work more, you see more patients per hour, work more shifts, whatever, you know, that's a great way to boost your income. It might also, induce a little bit more burnout. I just heard a funny quote on the Bogleheads forum. Is a doc who said, "I am still a per-click doctor, and my wealth only grows as fast as I can work and burn out," which is, a little tongue in cheek and a little sad, of course, but there's a lot of truth to that. That is the primary way for us to increase our income. If we work more, if we see more patients, we make more money. Okay, other methods for increasing your income. You can increase administrative work. One of my partners just became the medical director in our group, and he gets paid for that. They get paid pretty well, and so he's doing more work because he's doing all this admin work as the medical director, and he's getting paid more for it. And so that's one way to increase your pay. Another way is to take on a side gig. This might be medically related. It might not be medically related. It could be consulting. It could be disability evaluations. It could be doing expert testimony. We partner with Gretchen Green for her course on how to become a medical expert witness. It might be a hobby that becomes monetized, like this blog, right? This blog, The White Coat Investor, is my side gig. I know we got 18 people working here, and it doesn't seem like a side gig, but it still is. I still view what I do for a living as medicine, even though what I probably spend more time on now is the White Coat Investor. But it could be anything, handyman services, being a rafting guide, whatever. A side gig is a way to make more money. Here's another one: changing your specialty. Some specialties tend to make more money than other specialties. This is a big commitment to go back and do a new residency, but there certainly are docs out there who have done it. If you're not in medicine, this can be a lot easier. Nurses change specialties in like 2 months. And same for APCs. It's relatively easy to go do something else, and that something else may pay significantly more. Here's another one: you can learn new procedures. Okay, we are not getting away from the fee-for-service system anytime soon. And the truth is, procedures pay more than thinking. And so adding a few new procedures to your clinical practice can increase your pay. Here's another one: specializing in a niche. If you find a niche that's not very well served in your area, especially one that pays really well, that can really ramp up your income. You think about some of the orthopods out there that only do hips and knees, or only do whatever, and that can really increase your income when you can become very good at one thing and become very efficient at it, both in the OR and in your clinic. Here's another method: expand your team. Right? If you're a dentist, get a bunch of hygienists that work underneath you, or dental assistants. Lawyers and paralegals can do this. Physicians and APCs can do this. Physicians can even have other docs work underneath them. When I talk to the wealthiest doctors I've met, they tend to own practices that have multiple providers working for them. So expanding your team can increase your income. Here's another one for you employees out there: renegotiate your contract. Way too many docs are working for less than average pay. Half of you are working for less than average pay. Go get average pay. It'll increase your income. Yes, you'll have to work at least average work to get that. But negotiating your contract and making sure you're getting paid fairly goes a long way. Here's another one: you can invest, getting some passive income, whether that is in rental properties, whether that's in, private syndications or funds, whether that's in index funds, whether that's just in bonds, or these days you can make 5% plus just in a money market fund. Investing money is a way to increase your income. You don't have to reinvest the income from your investments. You can actually spend it if you want. And that increases your income, that allows you to pay off debt or invest more money or spend more money or whatever. Here's another one: you can move to a larger practice. If you go to a practice that's just run more efficiently, a lot of times you can make more money. This is the reason why a lot of primary care docs have sold their practices off to, a hospital. It turns out that when they banded together with a bunch of other docs, when they banded together with a bigger organization, they actually made more. It wasn't about the buyout price, it was about increasing their income. Okay, here's another one. Academics are still, in general, paid less than private practice. So if you want to boost your income, you can leave academic medicine. That is an option. Here's another one. You're pretty good at learning, you're pretty good at test taking. Sometimes getting another degree can increase your income. Be careful with this. There's plenty of degrees that cost a lot of money and time and won't increase your income. But maybe getting an MBA or something that allows you to move into more leadership positions that might pay more would be an example of a degree that could increase your income. Another method is to go cash only. Imagine if you didn't have to deal with insurance, right? A concierge practice or some sort of doctors for patient care or cash only practice where you cut the insurance person out. You might be able to give your patients a better deal and make more money yourself. That's kind of a win-win situation. Win-win lose. Lose for the insurance companies, I guess. But I don't feel too badly about that. Here's another one. Geographic arbitrage. Move from a low income, high cost of living, high tax area to a high income, low cost of living, low tax area. Yes, it means you might not be able to live in the Bay Area anymore, but you're going to increase your income almost surely by leaving. How about increasing ancillary services, right? Offering labs or x-rays or meds or whatever is legally allowed in your practice and ethical is a great way to increase your income. It's a little bit like owning the surgical center that you operate in, right? You're not only being paid to do the surgery, you're being paid the facility fee as well. One last one is taking surveys, right? Super low commitment. We've got a link. Go to whitecoatinvestor.com/MD surveys. And we've got a number of companies that we partner with that want your opinion and they'll pay you for it. And you can do this while you're sitting on the train going into work or while you're sitting there vegging and, watching a little TV at night or whatever. You can actually get paid for that time. One of our columnists made as much as $30,000 a year just taking these surveys. And it's a good option to consider. All right. So lots of ways you can boost your income. Hope that's helpful to you. It's just easier to save more money and it's easier to pay off debt and it's easier to build wealth when your income is higher. You got to be careful. You don't want to burn out. Life isn't all about making more money. Life isn't all about your finances. But there are a lot of seasons of our lives where having additional income can be very helpful.
The hosts of The White Coat Investor are not licensed accountants, attorneys, or financial advisors. This podcast is for your entertainment and information only. It should not be considered professional or personalized financial advice. You should consult the appropriate professional for specific advice relating to your situation.